Hey y'all, so it's your main man E here with Beatrix, the wire hair pointer puppy, and we're working on recall using a long line and a flat buckle collar. We have some high value treats here in the pouch, which you can tell she's pretty enamored with. Break. We're going to say the word break. We're going to toss food. Beatrix, come. Yes. We're going to say our marker word, and then we're going to say yes when the dog turns to us to come to us. Break. Beatrix, come. Yes. Break. Beatrix, come. Yes. Break. Beatrix, come. Yes. One thing that is important to think about is that when I toss the food, it should be less valuable than what I'm going to give the dog. So here I'm going to toss one piece of treat. Break. Beatrix, here. Yes. And some people say here, some people say the word come. It's not so much important about the word you're saying, it's really the consistency in how you're applying leash pressure and how you're giving the reward. Place. Here. Yes. Place. Yes. Okay. Yes. So now that I have the dog's attention, you can see she's following me around. All I need to do is just wait until she gets distracted by something. Beatrix, here. Yes. One of the most important things when practicing recall is that the dog is looking away from us or distracted. Here, yes. If they're not distracted and they're not looking away from us, we are more teaching the dog, yes, to come to us when they're already paying attention to us or they're already looking at us. So a lot of the times when we're going to call the dog's name, they're not going to be looking at us. So you can see the long line can be a little problematic. It can get caught on a lot of things. So being strategic in how you utilize that can really be helpful. And in this case, I'm actually going to go grab a food bowl because I don't really like calling dogs from a stay. I think personally that's a bad technique. I don't think it's good because the dog's learning two competing ideas. One is this idea to stay put, and then the other one is to come out of that position with a ton of intensity and to get rewarded for it. So I'm much more likely to separate those commands and teach them separately. It is a lot easier because the dog's sitting, they're anticipating a reward, and so we can release them from that position and reward them, and we have a high degree of success. However, the downside with that is, Beatrix, here, yes. We are at the same time diminishing the value in staying in a downstay or in some sort of stay for an extended period of time in the face of distractions. Beatrix, here. Yes. So let's get this mechanism down right in terms of the order of operations with classical conditioning or operant conditioning in this case. Say the dog's name, Beatrix, then the command, here. Yes, and then give the food. It's really important that we use that marker word and we begin to praise the dog as soon as they make that change in direction and they're anticipating coming to us. In this case, we're just using the water bowl as a distraction. Here, yes. So this is kind of the area we want to be in when we're practicing recall, where the dog is somewhat distracted, yes, but they're not so distracted that, there's a dog touching them or playing with them or a person touching them where it's just too distracting. So we have to be strategic. In this case, we're using our property here. Beatrix has spent time here, so although she's excited by those dogs, she played with them earlier today and had a great time. So she's feeling like, I don't think she's thinking I'm taking anything away from her. Good girl, nice. Once I have this amount of engagement from the dog, I'm just going to roll with it, and I'm going to walk around until I lose her attention. Beatrix, here. No. Yes. The reason I was saying no there, it wasn't just that she wasn't coming when called. She was actually looking for food on the ground, and I'm a big advocate that is definitely not a good behavior. It's very dangerous. Beatrix, here. Yes. So now she's with me. Good girl, huh? And she's going crazy for these treats, which is awesome. Yes. Beatrix, here. Yes. And looks like I'm running low on treats, but I'm going to keep going with this until I run out. Now I have her attention, so this is how we begin to teach the structured walk. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Break. Beatrix, here. Yes. That's another thing that's really important to think about is when we're recalling the dog, are we always staring at them, and are we staring at us? And is that going to be what we want to do for the next 10 years? Beatrix, here. Yes. This dog's highly motivated by the relationship she has with people, so getting far away from her and playing into that of her wanting to come to me is actually a good thing in this case. Yes. Other dogs may be so distracted and so low in their motivation for food that being 30 feet away is just too far for them. Okay. Yes. Here. Okay. Beatrix, come. Yes. I'm not even going to name it yet, because I don't think it's that important. I think what's more important is just to get her to understand, hey, somebody makes a sound, I come over, I don't knock the tripod over with my leash, but I come over and I get a reward after they make that sound.